Hey guys, Kari here with the Alfred Homestead, and today I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what was going on this past week. So these are our meat rabbits. These are the little guys that we bred about 4 months ago. So they are just about time to process and harvest. So that will be some meat in the freezer for us here shortly. I believe we got 5 of those, and they're in this little tractor that we move every day so that they get fresh pasture. And they are on organic feed, so they're completely organic. So moving on, this is actually where my husband slaughtered the roosters recently. That's why that cone is there. I wanted to show you guys our black soldier fly setup. So in the blue barrel, we had some leftover apples, and we decided to, give them to the black soldier flies. They compost things very well, and you can see just how active they are when I open that up. These are the larvae for the black soldier flies. So these actually will be fed to the chickens, but at the same time, their juices run down this little ramp that my husband, this little makeshift ramp that my husband created into that little bucket, and we will use that as fertilizer in the garden. So, and that's the bucket there. You see that there's black fluid that catches. That is really, really nutritious fertilizer that you can use in the garden. That is very nutritious stuff. The guys, that is black liquid gold. And we will have another video showing you how we use that. So we actually are in the midst of clearing some land. We have a huge area that needs to start being pushed back. And you can see my husband there. He's just working on taking out the trees that we did not want to keep. So a lot of that was cedars and different evergreens that just needed to go. So we're pushing that whole line of forest back to pretty far, actually, all the way back there. My husband cleared out a good section there. But we did have a lucky little find. We had a few persimmon trees, American persimmon trees, wild, growing right there that my husband kept. So that's exciting. It's always like being a kid on Christmas finding those. And you can see there just a little persimmon from the ground. And this is just some of the wood that came from those trees. So that does not go to waste at all. We will use that in the winter, or we will sell it if we have extra. So that's, preparation for us, as well as just selling whatever we don't use. And this is just a brief overview of the winter garden here. I only have 4 rows right now. I need to transplant my other batch of crops in the next week or two. These are mainly cabbages, so early Jersey, I believe they're called, cabbages. And I've got some radishes that I sowed in between the cabbages. And we've also got kohlrabi in there as well. Those are coming along really nicely. They take a little bit longer to form, so I was hoping that I would have enough time before the first frost to go ahead and harvest those. We also have some, those are just some of the radishes in there. We also have some Brussels sprouts and things like that in there, so next week I'll have to get to doing the rest of those. So I was so proud of this. I have to show you this. That's my rosemary that I propagated from the big rosemary. I was so proud of myself because rosemary I have not had the best of luck propagating. The rosemary that I've had in there, I've had in the ground for 2 years now, but this past year, this spring, it got hit with just crazy storms, and I had to cut about 75% of it off, unfortunately. But he will grow back. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. We'll see you next time on the Alfred Homestead.